to salvation when the end comes. Our Earl sees, and our Earl acts.
Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
Good to see you, Meg. I'm here to collect the money we've made so far.
Excuse me. We were in the middle of something.
What's the problem?
Even you merchants have become thieves. What a rotten place this has become.
He ordered the cartload of wool weeks ago, but now he refuses to pay the price we'd agreed upon.
Let's think about why the prices are so high this year.
So you can put more money into your pockets?
Actually, the Earl has raised all fees. It costs more to pass the gate, to set up shop, to get a license, and to trade.
I suppose. But the price is not as was agreed.
Did you use a tally to record the price?
But, are you with the sheriff? Just who are you, woman?
I am the owner of this business.
Oh.
Here's our half aliena.
Now, would you kindly hand me your part of the tally? There are more notches on our part.
2 pieces, 2 different prices.
Granted, adding notches to our part would have been much easier.
Aha! You're admitting it.
But the area with missing notches is thinner than the rest.
You're right. It looks like something was carved off.
What? Are you saying I'm a fraud?
Look, times are hard for all of us. I won't report you to the sheriff.
This wool will not make enough cloth for all of my master's servants' clothes. Let alone all the shirts he wants for himself.
Whoever pays servants and wants to wear many shirts should be able to pay the price for quality wool like this.
Quality? Yes, but it is not high quality. Now that you mention it, I see it. I cannot pay that much money for bad wool like this.
Now he's doubting the quality.
Fine. Then let me prove the quality of my wool.
Just you try. That's not the price we agreed on.
It is what we agreed on. Both of us.
I thought you had more to spare than that.
I'm taking my business elsewhere.
Please,
No,
calm down.
I'll keep the wool.
Was bad before.
That's not the price we agreed on.
The wool is from Kingsbridge. He's already seen it.
My father caught a cold. Gets sick from worrying too much.
Our valued customer would only dismiss them as my accomplices.
Oh, how am I supposed to keep a family?
Excuse me, would you care to give me your opinion on the quality of this wool?
Of course. Please, show us. Oh, how wonderfully soft.
And what thorough scouring. There isn't a hint of dirt or grease.
The fibre is exceptionally fine, and the colour is even and light.
Suitable for high-quality garments.
I'm glad you think so too. Would you be so kind as to confirm this to a customer of mine, should the need arise?
Of course. Just send them our way.
With all these taxes and the shrinking markets, I wasn't sure whether visiting shiring would still be worth it. But for that quality of wool, I'll say it is.
You're trying to rip me off.
Let us work out a compromise.
It's all too expensive.
Outrageous.
Let's negotiate.
First you say one thing, and then you say another. Is this how you treat all your customers?
There are Flemish merchants just a few streets away. They were very interested in my wool, and they would be delighted to confirm its quality to you.
Anyone can let their friends lie for them.
Then we'll leave it to the people. We'll sell the wool at the afternoon auctions. That way it fetches a fair price for certain.
No, wait. Maybe we can negotiate. My master would not want me to leave here with empty hands.
Let's find a compromise. You buy the wool at the price we believe we agreed upon.
Why would I do that?
I will guarantee you first rights to my wool next year.
The prices go up when more than one bidder is involved.
I know. My master would not be pleased if I returned without wool one day. He's got an awful temper. Fair enough. We have a deal. I'll buy your wool at your price.
A pleasure doing business with you.
You've learnt well. A good merchant always strives for a deal that feels like a victory for both sides.
I had a good teacher. One more thing. Could you try to get Ovid's Amores for me when you travel to Winchester? It's a book.
Yes, I can ask Brother Theobald. His book collection is more comprehensive than the church would like.
Then he'll be the right one to ask. Thank you.
No problem at all.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Likewise. Remember to come to the next fair.
I hope it's not going to be here in Shiring. You'd be smart to sell somewhere else. Pleasure doing business.
Likewise. Remember...
I hope... Fabrics. Good fabrics. Get them before the Earl does.
The fleeces used to be bigger.
But we are not lost. We must prepare ourselves.
Here.
Thank you. It should be enough to keep our workers around until I have solved our problems with Percy Hamley. But Tom said that without stone and timber, we will have to stop construction in a month.
You must speak to the Earl. I still have to give Richard his money. But then I'll come and wait with you.
From the looks of it, I'll be standing here for quite a while.
I can't. Richard needs it. Here.
Finally. I mean, thank you, Annie. This will cover decent equipment. Nothing exceptional, but it will do.
Just promise to be careful.
I've learned a few tricks. I'll be fine.
Must you really fight? What is all this good for?
For Father, Ali. I will save Shiring from Percy Hamley.
But who's going to save you?
With men like these, I'm afraid I'm already beyond saving. For victory!
For victory!
For victory!
I see. I wish you the best of luck. I'll be at the marketplace with Philip.
And make more money, I hope.
Return safely.
I'm a knight, Ali, not a child.
I wonder if he ever worries about losing his life out there. I wonder if he... I hope they'll be all right. I should leave them to it.
And that's not because it rains.
Got to make up for those taxes somehow. Sorry, this is all I got.
Have you finished your business?
The kingdom of heaven is upon us.
Yes.
Glad to hear it.
Philip, I now understand why our market at Kingsbridge has had more visitors lately. Shiring isn't what it used to be. Steep taxes and strict laws have taken their toll on the town.
Is that so?
These merchants would give anything to do their business at another fleece fair, but there's none nearby. They need a place with fair taxes, one that can put those taxes to good use.
Are you thinking of a fleece fair in Kingsbridge?
Call in the monk and the woman he's with.
You, impatient monk. It's your turn. The girl, too.
Me? What? Did you want me to come with you?
No. We're not first in line, are we?
Well, lucky you, then. Get moving. Philip of Gwynedd, Prior of Kingsbridge. The Earl of Shiring.
Thank you for hearing me, old Percy. Please allow me to introduce my friend, Aliena of Kingsbridge.
I knew it was you. Oh, it doesn't sound like you missed me.
I demand to talk to the Earl of Shiring. He has broken his word.
You are talking to the Earl of Shiring.
Bishop Whaler.
The enemies of this earldom have taken Percy Hamley from our midst.
Mother!
Do you consider yourself a friend of the earldom of Shiring, Philip?
Friend? That damn monk is drinking the blood of my earldom!
It is not for us to damn them, Lord William. But judge them we must.
What you are doing to the people of Shiring is shameful.
Your father would have done well to teach you respect.
The monk's a thief and so are you. And I don't take as kindly to thieves as my father did. Shiring will change.
What crimes did we commit then?
The king has never licensed a market in Kingsbridge.
Your market is illegal, Philip.
You are stealing my taxes by allowing my people to trade in your sorry priory, and you disrespect my authority!
Is that true, Philip?
I will talk to the king about this.
You and your friends have always played by your own rules, but not anymore. Fracture for fracture, eye for eye, tooth for tooth. The days of Kingsbridge Cathedral are over.
Now leave. The next time I will show no mercy.
I had assumed that as long as the market was held within the walls of the priory, and the taxes supported the construction of our cathedral, Kingsbridge would need no market license. I had made a foolish mistake. Now I had no option but to call on King Stephen for help. And as Aliena suggested, I joined the knights on their way north to Lincoln. More and more men joined our group. Most of them had no horses and no weapons to speak of. As King Stephen prepared for his final battle against Robert of Gloucester, he had ordered all able men of his earldoms to fight in the north. Then, at nightfall, our group reached a large camp of Stephen's men. After a long first day on my way to Lincoln, I found a place to rest. I fell asleep soon and dreamed about soldiers. But these soldiers were not on their way to Lincoln. They had come up the twisting hillside path to our little hamlet in North Wales. My brother Francis and I had tried to outrun them and to warn my parents. But as always when I had this dream, we were too late. King Henry's men had killed Mam and Da. Abbot Peter came to take us in, just as it had happened so long ago. But this time, in my dream, something was different. I was 6 years old then, and Abbot Peter had not yet taught us about God. But still, I asked the monk the question, why did God do that? I had said that. It had been my voice answering the child. It was me. I was responsible for the fate of these children, Richard and Aliena. As I tried to calm them, I realized the blood of their father was still on my hands. I awoke with a start. It was as if my dream had not been a warning, but a reminder. I had sinned, and I had to atone for my sins. I prayed that I would be able to help those that had already suffered by my hand, and all of Kingsbridge. After what felt like an eternity, the sun rose and we continued on our way to Lincoln. As we moved, I remembered hearing that Bishop Waleran had been to Rome, and William had fought in the Holy Land. I told myself that King Stephen would eventually see these men for what they really were. He had to. and I tried to convince myself that God would make things right.
You are late. Is it done?
No. Their builder is alive.
What about the saint?
I couldn't get into their crypt unseen.
You disappoint me again, Timothy.
Please, when did I ever fail you before today, Right Reverend?
Regan Hamley is alive.
She didn't.
No. Your poison has left her in a deep sleep. When the time is right, I will send our Earl of Shiring to finish what I asked of you. Kingsbridge will fall.
Hurry up, my friend. Or do you not want to see our king after all?
I fear I must.
Then let's not waste more time. Come on, Philip.
Better not get too close.
Where do we find King Stephen?
Who's asking?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
I've heard of you.
Good things, I hope.
Maybe. You can go inside the cathedral.
Where are all the knights and soldiers?
I should go first.
But this is a house of God.
Only 2 more days.
If they know what's good for them, they'll surrender.
I'd be disappointed if Maud would give up so easily.
My king! You have my sword!
Good! Who is that?
Richard of Kingsbridge.
Him. Now, what about those archers out there?
Ah, Sir Richard, you made it.
Had a monk to look after.
You should visit our enemies, father. They should be praying, for we'll cut their heads off.
Yeah. Hear, hear.
Christ drove the moneylenders out of the temple. But here the king's horses defecate on hallowed ground. This is not right. Wherefore, my beloved brethren, let every man be swift to hear, slow to speak, slow to wrath. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God.
The slow man loses more than his righteousness in battle, Philip.
Wherefore, my beloved, for the slow... He was on a crusade and took lives in the name of the Lord. Why does the Lord not reject the sacrifices of men like him? Why? If the Lord is with them, why then do they need to protect themselves? The bishop does not need my help. Thus saith the Lord, the heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. Where is the house that ye build unto me, and where is the place of my rest? How can you just stand here in the face of your enemy?
If they wanted to shoot me, they'd have done it a month ago. Today there's twice as many archers up there.
Is that not a bad thing?
I've been standing here for weeks now. Ranulph's men are probably just bored. They don't mean harm.
How can you be sure?
Listen. Well, that's my friend over there. I've never seen him, but we do this every day. That's how I'm sure.
Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven. Were they all sinners, Lord? Each and every one of them? And if ye go to war in your land against the enemy that oppresseth you, then ye shall blow an alarm with the trumpets, and ye shall be remembered before the Lord your God, and ye shall be saved from your enemies. But who oppresses whom, my Lord?
Father, I'm afraid.
Come now. What are you afraid of?
I own a mill. I built it myself. The only thing I was ever good at. I will die if I have to fight.
Do you have a family?
A wife. I can't go out there. I can't.
Hide in the church, but let no one see you.
No. No, I won't. Oh, thank you, Father.
Jesus said to him, "Put your sword back into its place, for all who take the sword will perish by the sword." This man neither has a sword nor a choice. Must he die then because he is forced to kill? I will spare myself the malice and infamy. Mercy and truth preserve the king, and his throne is upholden by mercy. Is it now?
There's no two ways about it. I have to go out there myself to see what's going on.
My king, Ranulph's archers are only waiting for you.
They know they'll be at my mercy once I've dealt with Robert the Bastard and Ranulph the traitor. I doubt they dare shoot me.
Stephen, be reasonable.
Henry, will the church for once shut up? We are at war. Wonderful. Now, I will go out there without getting shot in the head. I must know why they posted the archers up there today. Just for once, use your brain. Think.
Yes, my king.
My king?
You? What are you doing here? Have you come to atone for having your monks write that heretical book?
No, my bishop.
So you continue to doubt your bishops, your pope?
Henry.
How dare you show your face here?
Henry! I told you I am not to be disturbed.
This monk should be thrown into a cell. Maybe then he will see reason.
What? Because he doubts your miracles? I have to admit, having someone walk over red-hot plowshares or putting his hand in boiling water to prove he's innocent is entertaining. I give you that.
Stephen!
But the monk is right, of course. There is a tendency that your miracles conveniently happen when the church needs them most. Whoever believes that to be a coincidence or miraculous deserves no place at my table. What is your name, monk?
Philip of Gwynedd.
I will make sure my brother won't arrest you. If anyone will have you arrested, it's me.
My king, I have come to see you.
I have no time for you. Unless you know a solution to my problem. There are archers outside, probably looking forward to killing me. But I have to see what's going on out there with my own eyes, without getting shot. If you have no solution for my problem, better not waste my time, or I will have you arrested.